is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie for your Friday podcast, guys. Welcome.
How's it?
It's going into the weekend. We've decided to have a bit of a singles party, and let me tell you this. The reaction has been pretty good.
More than it hasn't. It's been like crazy good, hasn't it?
I'm considering getting a divorce in the next couple of weeks just so I can be single at this party. That's how good it's looking.
It might be out of your hands. It takes two to tango.
What's so funny, Jess?
No, I want to talk about red flags. It could be quite fitting ahead of the party, Fits. Things to look out for in a relationship, perhaps if you're dating someone with some low self-esteem.
Sure, interesting.
Because one must look after oneself as well as the person in the relationship.
Well, you need to learn to love yourself first before you can love anyone else.
More of that on the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk councils, can we? Let's get straight into it. This is the Style Council.
I was trying to make the connection there.
Yeah.
With Paul Weller. What a great song, Kate.
Oh, I know. So many throwbacks.
So many throwbacks. Now, let's talk about councils because you don't want to take them on. They find out, and this is the thing. Unfortunately, you think you're getting away with it, but it's some neighbour who dobs you in, and then you bang, you're gone.
Yep.
So this is Etienne Constable. Now, he was told he was dobbed in. Apparently, you're not allowed to have your boat in your driveway or out in the front yard. The councils don't like it.
Okay. Where was
you got to
this?
try to hide your boat. This is over in the States. Let's just say it's in Australia, though. Let's say it's a local story.
Because I've seen a few boats on lawns and in driveways.
It's in Randwick. Okay. Yep.
Okay, yeah, Etienne Constable is his name, and he had his boat in his driveway. Now, the neighbours would dob him in all the time and said, well, you're not allowed to display your boat. You've got to hide it so it's out of the way. I think it was just a menace to the landscape.
Yeah, right.
People didn't like it. So
Streetscape.
the council said you need to build a 6-foot fence, Etienne, and get it out the way.
Oh, my God.
Hide the boat so no one can see it. So he did, Kate. He built a 6-foot fence, and to stick it up the council, I'm going to put this up on the screen right now. He got an artist to paint a boat on the fence. So the boat is hidden behind the fence, Kate, but on the fence, he got someone to paint a boat so you can look at it all the time.
But awesome work. Like the brickwork on the side is continuous with the brickwork on the house, the driveway colour, the trees.
You can barely tell.
So if you drove past, you would think you can see a boat in a driveway.
It's great, isn't it?
It's
a real F-you to the council.
But isn't the point of having a boat? I've never owned a boat, I'd like to have a friend with a boat, let's be honest. But don't you get a boat so you can show it off in your front yard? Like it's some people's pride and joy, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so. And
It's a
he
bit
is
of an
in his
eyesore.
own way.
People who park it on the road, though, it's an eyesore for any street, Kate.
Yeah, and also it takes up space because I know that in a street that my friend lived in, there were some issues with boats and caravans and trailers and things being parked in the street because that not only did they not belong to the person that lived in the street, they belonged to like the brother of the guy that lived in the street.
Exactly.
And if you leave it there for 3 months of the year because you're not using it,
Lose your parks.
yeah, well, you're in trouble. You don't pay. You're not paying rates to have that boat out.
Well said, Kate Ritchie.
Rick in Austral's given us a call. You had to take on the Liverpool Council. How'd you go, Rick?
Yeah, mate. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday.
To you too, Rick. What's the story?
So basically, our red bin wasn't collected for about a month and a half.
Ooh,
Month and a half.
nice. That must have smelt delicious.
Was everyone else's bin getting picked up around you, Rick?
No, so our street is there's probably about 6 houses in our street, so it's pretty hard to get to. So it's a one-way. So I think every time, the guy just never bothered to come around and pick up the bin. We got to the point where we had to actually take photos and send things across to the council.
Oh, how frustrating,
Did you
Rick.
win? Did you win, Rick? That's the big question.
Yeah, so basically what they did was they only reduced the council rate by about $80.
Yeah.
Because you're
Okay.
paying for
Okay,
that.
so,
I'm
yeah, you
surprised they
really-
didn't ask you to wheel your red bin
To the end of
like,
the street.
4 houses up around the corner to the bigger road.
Oh, my God.
Charlie in Mossman. Talk about the Mossman Council with us, Charlie.
Hey guys, so my parents were doing a renovation and had a few knockbacks with approvals from the DA. So they just decided to build a dunny out the back anyway because they needed an extra toilet. So
Yeah.
it just looks like a shed and nobody's complained so far.
Until now.
Sometimes you just got to quietly get it done,
great.
don't you, Charlie?
Well, see,
Yeah.
you got to tell them to come over to the inner west because if you want to renos, the Likeout Council, they get through it so quickly. It's like they sit there and they're like, "Oh, give us another one. Give us another one. Let's approve that one. Let's approve that one."
I want to
4
know.
years later.
I want to know from Charlie why you needed an extra toilet out the back. Was it for Dad or something? He wasn't allowed to use the inside
Could
toilet.
have been for Mum.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head.
Come
Yeah.
on!
Oh, Dad needed a thunderbox.
Come on, Dad, stinky Dad.
Come on, Dad.
Emily in Newcastle, did you take on the council? Did you win?
Not me, but my in-laws. They bought a waterfront kind of like land block up near Foster, and they weren't supposed to put anything on the land. It's supposed to be just naked, bare land, nothing on there. They put a house on there.
How'd that go?
To say that the council was pretty pissed off, the mother-in-law and the land council had been going at it for quite a long time, but I think they've given up now arguing with her, and she's given up arguing with them because it's just got quite back and forth, quite nasty.
Did they keep the house, Em? Have they kept the house?
It's still on there. I think they're
great.
actually selling it.
Okay.
So it becomes somebody
Why not?
else's problem. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I do love how they've gone. I love how they've gone, look, no, there's no one around. No one can see it. Let's just build a house on it. Oh, we don't have to tell the council, do you? Do you have to tell the council that you're building something on the land?
It's perfect, though, isn't it? Because you'd probably get that block of land for a lot cheaper. Waterfront, because it's not for housing.
Yeah,
and then
not
you've
for
got a
housing.
waterfront house.
and a thunderbox in the backyard.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Our singles party is on the horizon. So it's got me thinking about relationships and the amount of people who are reaching out, maybe hoping that they're single, or maybe they think they might become single in the next couple of weeks and
come to the party.
be able to rock up. And it could be that they have finally paid attention to the red flags within the relationship.
Okay.
Can we please talk about the reaction that we got yesterday?
My God.
It's gone. Can I say it's gone
Bunter?
Yeah,
I'd
use
say
the word
bunter.
bunter.
It's
Use
called-
the word bunter.
Bunter.
Sitting in the office and watching the people. I mean, not that I'm kind of judging or part of the decision-making process, but it was really fun because I'm not on these dating apps. So I got to kind of like what do you do on them? Like go
Swipe right.
you scroll or swipe?
Scroll,
or,
yeah.
Don't act as if you don't know what to do.
I actually haven't.
come
I
on.
actually have never, ever.
You're on
Can I-
Hinge.
Did you guys get any? I was getting messages yesterday from single people going, "How do I get involved?"
Yeah.
I'm throwing this out there. There was a mum from the primary school.
Yeah.
There was she that
Is she
wants
single?
to get involved. Yep.
Single mum.
And she's got a friend as well who is single. There's a lot of people that are excited around
my
Sydney for
God.
this. I didn't think it was going to take off like it did.
But according to Kate, it's gone bunter.
Yeah. Do you want me to get to some of these red
Great.
flags? I mean, I know we don't have long, but I just want to say that, and this is talking from a woman's point of view about her boyfriend, but it could work vice versa.
Yep.
So I'm not like,
Don't worry about
I'm
that
not
stuff.
man
Doesn't need
hating
that
or
stuff.
whatever. But sometimes the red flags can show up within a relationship when you're with somebody who might have incredibly low self-esteem, and that is awful for them, but in turn, it kind of comes back on you, and you
Right.
end up having to deal with it and not address your own needs. So when someone says to you a lot, maybe, "You're too good for me."
No.
You're too good for me. So what that does is that there's an imbalance of power, and then you have to spend a lot of your time reassuring them.
Oh, God, I'd never say that.
But I'm what? You're too good for me. To any.
You say to Lisa,
impossible.
"I'm too good for you."
I'm too good for you, and you're lucky that you get to spend this
Oh,
amount
my
of
God.
time with me. I
Is
don't
she
care
what?
what people think is another one, but I think that's across the board. You know, when people are overly confident,
Yeah.
I don't care. people who say they don't care what people think quite often care the most.
Yeah, it's up there with.
Yeah.
What's wrong? It's just the truth. I just said the truth.
Well, funny you should say that because there is. I'm just being honest.
I'm just being honest.
Which
Well,
means
it's offensive.
Well, it means I'm allowed to say whatever I want. I don't have to be responsible for what I'm saying because I'm doing you a favour by just being honest, guys.
It's exactly the same as starting a sentence. I'm not racist, but...
Yes.
Yeah.
Or what about I'm sorry, but I love the old apology. I'm really, really sorry. But if you weren't such a...
Idiot.
I wouldn't have to act this way.
And then often it finishes with Kate. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I want you now to agree with me about what I've just said about you.
The art of the conversation.
Oh, I love it. There's a few others. I was joking. It's not a big deal. You're too sensitive. I'm not perfect. Basically, I think they're all just a cover for excusing a bit of bad behaviour.
I do a lot of I'm not perfect.
Do you?
Yeah, and that's why we talk about the theory of back the 80. 80% is good enough. It's never going to be 100. Don't expect 100, but take 80. Every time back the 80.
Oh, Lisa's at 60 at the moment.
She's
60.
What a lucky lady. Lisa actually reached out to me yesterday about the singles party.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's move on.
We found the queen of the ball.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We're on. All right. It's time for
60-second starts.
Kate Ritchie's I'm Still Standing.
Now.
Visit Sydney's ultimate Kia experience dealer, Sydney City Kia, O'Riordan Street, Alexandria.
Emily and Campsie, ring the bell. You got through, Em. You're in the run for a brand new car.
Oh my goodness, hi.
Em, has the fog affected your journey into work this morning?
When I first started driving it did, but it's actually cleared up quite a bit out this way.
It's starting to look good,
I
guys.
think it's going to be a magical day.
$400 on the line and get yourself in the draw, which you've already done for a brand new car, Em, but let's kick it into gear.
Okay, Emily, you are our guest. You go first. If you have the power at the end of 60 seconds, $400, plus you're in the running for that Kia Sportage hybrid car, which is thank you very much to Sydney City Kia for giving us that because that's going to be huge. Em, your 60 seconds starts now. What is Donna Hay known for, Emily?
Cooking?
Yep, I'll give you that. LAX is the abbreviation for what airport?
Los Angeles?
Correct. Who will play Glinda in the upcoming Wicked movie?
Oh, no idea.
Ariana Grande. Over to Kate. Kate, name a Sydney suburb ending in hill.
Castle Hill.
Yep. What animal swims past Dua Lipa on her new album
Shark.
cover? Yep. Give me a famous red-headed celebrity.
Ed Sheeran.
Yep. Emmental cheese originates from where?
It's Switzerland, isn't it?
Yes, good get. What event has been going on at Carriageworks this week?
Australian Fashion Week.
That is correct. What day of the week is known for late-night shopping?
Thursday.
Correct. Charlotte Tilbury is a brand of what?
Makeup.
Correct. How do I say goodbye in Spanish?
That'll do.
I'm so sorry, Emily. I did want to say it before you started. I'm taking it really seriously now. I want this to jackpot. We're now up to $500.
Sorry, Em, we're at 500. Means you're in the running for the car, though, okay?
Thank you.
Have
That's
a
the
great
most.
Weekend.
That is the most that we've been. $500 up for grabs.
Let's not talk about. Let's keep it very quiet because I don't want to jinx myself.
Powerball's 150 million. We're up to $500 on the same wavelength there, guys.
How good is that?
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
That's right, guys. Riddle time. We welcome you on this Friday morning. A very simple riddle up first. I am made of water, but not wet. What am I?
Is it lettuce?
A cloud.
Kate Ritchie, ladies and gentlemen. Have you gone through my notes?
No.
Have you stepped into the riddle factory and stolen something?
I don't. God forbid I get to the day where I want to rifle through your pieces of paper and all your little handwritten notes there. I'd have to report you. I don't want to be put in that position.
That's not a riddle. Who wrote that filthy thing down on the piece of paper? It was Whipper. Okay, Kate Ritchie has the first one. Congratulations. Let's move to the second riddle now. 13, 24, 10 if you'd like to play along. How can your pants pocket be empty but still have something in it? How can the pocket of your pants be empty but still have something in it?
When you put your hand in it?
No.
How can a pants pocket be empty and still have something in it?
Yeah.
Fluff?
No.
A hole?
Ryan James Fitzgerald.
You are with us, Fitzy.
Oh my God! Normally he's asleep by now, but we got him back with a clever riddle. Ryan James,
One
takes
apiece, one apiece.
I am having a power nap.
Oh, snap back, mate, because this degree of difficulty right now for this next riddle, I'm going to say is a 9.9. Take me out of a window, and I leave a grieving wife, but stick me in a door, and I can save somebody's life. What am I?
Go again.
Thank you for the opportunity to share. Take me out of a window and I leave a grieving wife. But stick me in a door and I can save somebody's life. What am I?
Reflection.
Nein, danke.
A knob or a key.
Sorry?
A knob.
It's Whipper.
I would have said it louder if that's what I was
It's something to do. It's something to do with a word.
With a
Take
word-
me
with
out
a
of
word.
a window.
Ryan is sniffing in all the right areas. Look at him.
Oh, widow. So
No.
Well, then let her in. Stephen Bradbury,
Oh my God, did she what? That's right, you remove the N from window and you have widow. But then if you add it to door, you have donor, so you save somebody's life.
Wow. Don't
You know,
bad.
you were all around it. Kate stumbled across it, found the gold and took it out. Mandy and Mascot. Welcome to Riddle Time, Mandy.
Good morning, everybody. How are we?
Good morning to you. Top of the morning to you, Amanda.
Right. I have a big mouth and I'm quite loud. I'm not gossip, but I get involved in everyone's dirty business. What am I?
Kate
Whipper.
Ritchie.
What did you say, sorry?
Toilet
Kate Ritchie.
paper. Toilet paper?
No.
Big man.
Luna Park.
No.
What has a mouth?
Oh, a river.
No.
Say it again.
I have a big mouth and I'm quite loud. I'm not gossip, but I get involved in everyone's dirty business.
Toilet.
Yeah.
is it something that does washing?
A washing machine, a front loader.
Is it washing
Getting real with it. Thank you, Mandy. Kate Ritchie takes that Riddle Time. Outstanding performance.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Didn't need these. Did not need these movies, and we've spoken about this over the last year or so. But Bridget Jones 4 is coming out. Don't need it. Do not need it. Remember there was talk of Twister 2? Mm-hmm. Don't need it. We've seen the first Hurricane, thanks.
We get it.
Coming to America 2. Eddie Murphy did not need to do it. The first one was perfection. You don't need to do
You're
it
right.
again.
That first movie, you couldn't top it. Impossible. And if you love the first one, well, unless it's just a straight continuous storyline, then I don't know why you'd go back.
I agree. Sylvester Stallone's talking about a Rambo sequel. You know what? All he wanted was a cup of coffee, and they came after him. You can't go back into the forest, Rambo. You're done, mate.
Can I say?
You're done.
Terminator 2 better than Terminator.
Yeah, fair enough.
Interesting.
But there was a storyline to that. You can do that. And when the first one is so good, don't ruin it by bringing out another sequel.
Wow, he's called it.
Netflix are about to do it. Adam Sandler could be coming back. Well, no, they've already ordered it. He is coming back.
Yep.
To film a sequel to this movie.
You're in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
Happy Gilmore 2 is going to be on our screens.
Right. I mean, when they did Sharknado 5, I thought to myself, Happy Gilmore 2 must be just around the corner.
Do you know, it takes it away. It takes away the original. I'm sorry, but you know what? It is perfection. It's what we all remember, and there were so many great jokes in. You can't top it. You cannot top it.
Do you know what, though? If you think about the moments you love from the movies, like that I eat pieces of, like you for breakfast, like those are funny moments, and all you need are little tastes of that in the second film for you to go, oh yeah, still got it. That's
no,
good.
No, you don't.
Like when Dumb and Dumber 2 came out and they did the joke that he's pretended to be in a wheelchair or in a home for 15 years or something, and the jokes lasted that long, I thought, all right, you've got me in.
No, you haven't.
Got me into Dumb and Dumber 2.
Name one other joke from that movie.
I can't.
You can't. Name one joke from Coming to America 2. You can't.
No.
And you won't from Happy Gilmore too. And I know this is what everyone wants. I would love to know what the deal is that Sandler has with Netflix. Because, oh my gosh.
It'd be massive.
Wasn't it like a 10 or 15 movie deal or something like that? So he just keeps churning them out. Hey, just on that as well, did you see Kevin Parker from Tame Impala has sold his recordings to Sony? His past, present, and future recordings to Sony. Yeah. Tame Impala's still together.
That's what I thought.
So,
how much?
No, they don't. We don't know. It's undisclosed.
How do you sell future recordings? Like for everything you've done up to date, let's say he sells it for $500 million, and then they go and future recordings, and he goes, I'm squeezing a track in it every 2 years, I reckon.
Well, this is the thing. If you get a couple of $100 million for future recordings,
Brendan in Mount Annan loves a sequel. Any highlights, Brendo?
Oh, guys, look at Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
we've
got a
waited
point.
such a long time, and look at it. Absolute classic now. It's great.
Yep.
Brendan, I've got to give you that one. That is an amazing get because I think that was better than the original, without a doubt.
I agree.
Oh, both of them absolutely fantastic.
What about, Brendo, if I threw this one out there, I don't know if you saw the last Indiana Jones?
Yes, I did. No, thank you.
Yeah,
little bit too far.
Well, Kevin Costner? Yeah, no, Harrison Ford.
Indiana Jones.
Harrison Ford. He got like a 10-minute standing ovation when that film at the launch
finished.
Right? But the thing was, I think people just couldn't believe that he was able to do some scenes in his 80s. So that's what it was for, not actually the quality of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy. Yeah,
well said. Well said.
To conclude, in conclusion, he was too old for the film. All right, very soon. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that.
Standing ovation for you today, Web.
Can you keep that going for 10 minutes, Jess?
So get off.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I only just realised.
If you've only just realised something, 13 24 10, because we can get you involved. You'll go into the running for 10k a day in May. Didn't know this one, and I was thinking about this the other day, but why do we have iPhones, iPads, iMacs? Why do we have this, and why did Apple do that? And I didn't have an answer for anybody.
Oh my God, I don't think I have an answer either.
There's two only just realised, but did you know originally Steve Jobs wanted to call the brand new computer that he invented, he wanted to call it a Macman.
A Macman?
Really?
And apparently the advertising guy went, Steve, I don't... Macman's a bit cheesy.
Steve, have you heard of Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Someone came back with iMac, and they went... Actually, that's not a bad idea. So the I represents 5 major words: internet, individual, instruct, inform, and inspire. That's what the I means in all your Apple products.
Oh, wow. I love it when you have those kind of like mission words.
Like my new Nova jumper. What does it say on the jumper?
I can't see that far. My eyes are bad.
Unity, empathy and curiosity.
And unpredictable fun, which is amazing.
They couldn't fit that on.
Daria in Rosebery, welcome to the show. Only just realised.
I just realised why pickles don't come fresh.
Why?
I don't know why.
Because they're cucumbers?
You haven't yet realised? That's a different segment.
Well, pickles have to be pickled.
Daria, are you okay? Daria, has your brain dropped out of your head?
Daria needs a software update.
I didn't know if it was a joke. Is this a joke that we're meant to get about a pickle?
No, well,
or a cucumber?
It's a cucumber, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can't have them fresh because that would be a cucumber, but she's right.
They're not pickled yet.
I get it. That's what I said while you were laughing at your own jokes.
We threw it back on her and she froze.
Tommy, yes. Tomorrow we're going to do, or Monday we'll do About to Realise.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully I realise in the future.
Yes.
Something like that.
Lily-
What I hope to learn.
Yeah.
Lily in Concord, what did you only just realise?
I've only just realised that allspice is like its own thing. It's not just all spices in one container.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
So allspice is a different spice? It's
but
not a
but
combination.
allspice is still a combination of spices. It's not all the spices. It's a select few of spices that mix together in perfect unity.
So you think it should be called a couple of spices?
Maybe 4 spice.
Okay.
It would have been. It would have been good if there was an allspice girl, wasn't there? Just a mix. She was just.
What kind of mix would you like?
I don't know. Just a crossbreed of different people, like
baby but sporty.
You know what I mean?
Like the perfect girl. Is that what you're saying?
A scary sporty baby. What's the other one? Posh. Here we go. Ryder in Bondi. Save us here. Only just realised.
I only just realised the division sign is is a fraction, and the 2 dots are the denominator and numerator.
Gotcha.
Ryder.
That hasn't been filled in yet. The dots actually represent something.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay. I
wonder if Ed Sheeran knows that.
Yeah.
Division. That's a good one. Ryder on the Storm. Well done. Sophie on the Central Coast. What did you only just realise?
Morning, guys. This is so embarrassing. So I only just realised, order of appearance, like in a movie, is when you actually appear. I always thought it was order of, the appearance that you rate. So, best looking to ugliest looking.
Oh, my God.
That sounds really bad.
That is so awful. I think that says a lot about you, Sophie. I'm sorry.
But you know what? It's not a bad game to play, Sophie. At the end, just to go, oh, yeah, I thought he was hot. Yeah, he should have been right up.
I can't believe it. He's in at 10th. That's crazy.
He shouldn't even be in top 20.
I think order of appearance probably eliminates a lot of fights amongst actors of top billing.
Yeah, sure.
Because you get your name at the front of the film, but at the end, come on, let's just put people as we see them. And according to Sophie, it's how hot they are.
Just dumped in at the end. Thanks, Soph. One from our team here, Lizzie. She said, I only just realised that all marathons in the world are the same length.
Oh,
yep.
Lizzie.
That would make sense. Do you know what? A friend of mine only just realised that not all AFL fields are different in length. So the SCG is smaller than the MCG.
I think I even knew
She
that.
couldn't believe that you're able to play a game and the ovals are different sizes.
It doesn't really make sense, does it? Because how can they do stats based on something that's not consistent?
But the rules in the game is consistent.
Well, everyone's in the running. Can you're all in the running for 10K a day in May, but also anyone that gets on the show today, you're in the running. You're getting a family pass to Lightscape. This is for Vivid Sydney. Lightscape, it returns to the Royal Botanic Garden for Vivid Sydney. Tickets and info at vividsydney.com. You can get it there.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
One man who isn't cheesy is a good friend of ours. He works here at Novan, Nathan Basher. Now, Nath is going to be a future Hollywood director. Loves his film. We talk movies with Nath all the time in the kitchen, don't we, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
yes.
I went and saw Planet of the Apes with Nath last week.
He loved it.
My gosh, the recall on the franchise, actors that have played in every Planet of the Apes, the guy is a genius, right? And he's a part of Bus Stop Films. They're having an amazing night. It's called the Best of the Bus 2024 night. It's a night of films, friends and fundraising. Now, basically what they're doing, they're raising a lot of money because they've got 19 classes all across Australia, Bus Stop Films.
Yep.
over 200 students, all young adults living with disability, learning about filmmaking, improving their confidence, literacy and social skills, and gaining employment in film, TV and advertising production. These kids do an amazing job, and this is the night that you get to see their amazing work. So it's in a couple of weeks, less than a couple of weeks. Wednesday, the 29th of May. It's at the Hoyts Entertainment Quarter. Starts at 6 p.m. And if you would like to go along, it's $50 per person. But these kids are brilliant. They are unbelievable. You can go to busstopfilms.com.au, go get your tickets there, support this great event. And Nath, we're really looking forward to seeing what you have produced in 2020. I think this is all their best films from 2023. They're going to be showing them this year, guys. So
it's amazing. He's kept this very quiet when I've been chatting to him in the kitchen. I'll have to ask him about it.
It's like Cannes, Kate. It's all the best films that are going around over the past year, and you come together and you see their fine work.
Well, Nathan might get the 6-minute standing ovation like Furiosa did.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Recently.
He can't wait for Mad Max. He wants Mel Gibson to come back into the franchise.
Interesting.
And I said to him,
good luck.
It's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Great work. We love you, Nath.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I'm getting a little bit excited about the singles party.
Mm-hmm.
It's full steam ahead. Tommy has locked in a venue at the Gillies rooftop.
Taronga Zoo.
Oh, it's going to be stunning.
Spot.
Come dressed as an animal?
Yeah, in fact, that is the theme.
Wow.
You have to come dressed as your favourite walrus.
Okay, well, I'm ready to go. Fitzy can be a giraffe.
I'm a meerkat.
Of course. Now, if you do want to come along, and we will chat a lot about this over the next couple of weeks, head to novafm.com.au. All you have to do is register. But today, what I thought I would do is highlight why coming to an event like ours is worthwhile.
Okay.
Because I know there are a lot of apps and you get great, wonderful success stories out of the apps. Sometimes it can be a bit of a nightmare.
Okay.
But it's also fun to meet people in person, which I think is what our party has over the apps. You have to sift through a lot of people. We're going to do the sifting for you when it comes to singles parties. I don't know. I just wanted to play a few things for you today. And this is quite new to me. I wanted to play you some funny voice prompts that I found on Hinge.
Awesome.
Right? And I don't know if you know how this works. I'm just working it out as well.
Sure.
But of course you've got the profile, and I agree with this. Sometimes you just want to hear what somebody looks like. It sounds like. You want to hear their voice. A picture can tell 1,000 stories. Is that what you say?
I think it is, but a voice can really paint that picture.
Reading the other day that Hinge is one of the most verified ones. There's a lot of AI going around at the moment with photos, also your bios. Quite easy to get through, but Hinge, you've got to verify who you are. So at least you know that you're getting the right person. You can hear their voice, Kate, like you said, and you know that's a proper photo.
Well, and even when it comes to the voice prompts, I mean, look, maybe even if they're not real, they are a bit of fun, which is what I'm going to run through you.
Love it.
Now, you upload a picture of yourself, of course. You kind of pose, there's a question that can be posed, and then you record the voice memo.
Awesome.
There's, it's like dating me is going to be like this, or I'm going to show you a good time by doing this, for example.
Great.
Here are some of my favourites. Settle in, guys, because James, lovely James, he uploaded this under the prompt, what if I told you that?
There's probably cooler guys on Hinge. There's probably hotter guys on Hinge. But there's not a single one out there that would treat you like I will. If I was your man, baby, you'd never worry about what I do. I'd be coming back home to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman that deserves good things. Fist full of diamonds, hands full of rings. Baby, you're a star. I just want to show you are. You should let me.
Oh, look, I don't know how well that works for you, but I do like that you're taking a chance. Now, Brett, this is guy number 2. He uploaded some audio under the prompt.
Brett.
How to pronounce my name.
You pronounce my name by saying daddy.
Okay, here's a pig. Lachlan, he matched with a girl called Lani, and he sent her this note.
Beautiful girls all over Hinge. I could be matching, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing online. Nothing online, yeah.
Fitz, why do I feel these same guys are from Lords of Property?
Across all platforms. There was a guy called Noah. He uploaded this. He uploaded this under the prompt, my biggest... Oh, I nearly made a big mistake there. My biggest date fail was...
Once took my ex out on a date with her brother as a third wheel. I bought everyone dinner, paid for everyone's tickets for the movies. Come to find out, her brother was actually her boyfriend.
How about that? I don't know if you were listening, but basically he got completely scammed and he took some girl out and the girl's boyfriend out for dinner.
Do you know what I quite like about that? That's interesting. You want to hear more, don't you?
You do.
So why don't we catch up and talk about it face to face?
Poor Noah. I hope he's met someone nice. Joel said this was his prompt, green flags I look for.
I'm looking for the usual stuff, nothing too bizarre or exotic, but, just things like South Africa, Mozambique, Saudi Arabia, Jamaica, Brazil. I could go on and on and on.
Okay, he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
I think you get the idea.
Yeah, I know. I think that joke fell a bit flat. But okay, this is my absolute favourite. It does come from, closer to home here in Australia. This guy, his name is Tom, and he uploaded this audio to his profile.
We all hate online dating. Swipe, swipe, swipe. It sucks. Get on down to Tom's DMs. 50% off compliments, 2-for-1 deals on red flags. Everything you need to be a bit confused and pissed off. If you think you've had the worst first date ever, don't worry. I'll beat it by 10%. Get on down to Tom's DMs. Yes, I'm 28 years old and I still live with my parents. Get on down to Tom's mum's house. Tom's mum's house. Red flags are just the beginning.
Oh, Tom, don't you want to go out with Tom?
Can we get Tom to the singles party? Gotta get Tom to the singles party.
Do it. Head to novafm.com.au to register.
Fitz in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.